Well, you know what? I couldn't take too many of these. The stress is unbelievable. I don't know what it's like for the contestants. Believe me, my wife and I have been like, what happens if she fails? She's going to fail, she's not going to get through. But
We've both been shaking like this for an hour, and we keep watching the clock. All right, how much longer have we got? It's like...
I'm over the moon for her. I think, considering she has never had a dance lesson in her life, she's done it incredibly well. But, you know, it's as her parent, as Sharon and I are her parents, we watched her grow from a child to a woman on this dance thing. She's just incredible.
Your baby made it to the finals.
I know.
Who knew, huh?
If the worst thing happens, she'll come third.
That's not bad.
It's a bummer when you get this close, you don't make the final, and you don't have the chance to kind of win. But, you know, I think, as cliche as it sounds, man, we've already won. I mean, what we've accomplished this season and what she's accomplished has been mind-blowing. You know, not only did she make the semifinal, but she's done these memorable performances and memorable dances that people will always remember and always look back and go, wow, that was really cool. You know, she did an amazing job. So I'm really happy. I'm elated.
I definitely exceeded any expectations I had from the beginning. I never thought I could get this far. So I'm very grateful to the voters, you know, because I did come in as an underdog, probably had the smallest fan base coming into it. And it just, you know, I'm very proud of all the accomplishments throughout the weeks, and, you know, that the voters kept me in for so many weeks. I definitely became more confident as a person, just knowing there's just challenges that if you put 150% into it, you can get far. And I think I'm a better person from this experience, and I'm just very grateful that I had the opportunity to have this, since I wanted to do the show forever, and the fact that they gave me the opportunity, I'm just over the moon happy. And
we couldn't have asked for a better dance to finish on. You know, I think it was very appropriate and it was beautiful. You know, a nice, beautiful send-off and the little bow at the end. It just. I feel like that's how this whole season's been. Everything feels like it's just kind of worked and kind of, you know, fallen into place nicely, you know, with the costumes and the music, and even like the futuristic Paso Doble, which was a total crapshoot, but we ended up doing like a really cool dance. And, you know, there's so many amazing moments, and everything just kind of fell into place. And I think that this season I could look back and just say no regrets, and I just am very, very happy with the way everything's gone. So it's all good, you know, and that's the thing. It's like it's all bummer now, but then we're like, oh, wow, we don't have to learn 4 routines or, you know, choreograph that. But we'll be back in the final, which is great. You know, semifinal is actually a really, as tough as it sounds, you know, to leave in the semifinal, because you're like, you don't have the final. It's actually not a bad place to be, because you're still going to be back for the final. You didn't miss a week, you know, and it's not a bad place to be. It's good.
We never miss it, and we've been rooting for Donnie pretty much all the way, and hope he wins it. You know,
it's great television. It's a great television show.
Yeah, you sort of want all of them to win, because at this point they're all fantastic. I think we're just the same as everyone that's dancing. I think you're always, there's always something that's not going to go quite the way you expected it to, and that's the great thing about live television.
And sometimes the audience don't know that, but sometimes
they don't know you're there.
Sometimes they don't. But if you don't get nervous, there's something wrong with it. Yeah.
It's probably been about 10 years since we've performed live here.
Yeah.
And you know, we're basically songwriters, so it's not something we've been dwelling on, you know. And suddenly you're up there. It's a great feeling.
Yeah. It's just great being together again. It's been a hard time for us, because since Morris died, and we've dealt with it in our own way. And it's taken about 6 years to actually come to terms with losing Mo, and getting together again, and actually seeing each other in a different way with new eyes. And we have a great respect for each other now. And Morris for us lives on in the music, and we are the legacy.
Yeah.
We got legs.
We're a duet.
Yes, we're a duet now.
There were 4 brothers, now there's Robin and I, and sort of, and the twists and turns that come about in life, you know. And so we're now accepting. You know, I think you go through a few phases.
Yeah.
And we're at the point of acceptance now, that this is the way it's supposed to be, and we have to keep moving.
The great thing is we've had actually 2 careers, with composers and artists, and we're very proud of being composers, extremely proud, and that's a part that's sort of sacred to us. And we see ourselves as composers first and artists second, and that to us is a badge of merit because of the catalogue, and that's why, you know, we're celebrating what we have, because that's something that's unique and will always be in the world, and we created it. the Mythology, which also comes out in March, which is actually songs chosen by Barry's chosen the selection, I've chosen the selection, and Morris's wife has chosen selection, and his son Adam. And Andy's wife.
Yeah, so it's actually it'll be the first real compilation with all four brothers.
Yeah. 50 years where we've actually been the Bee Gees, where we've actually named the Bee Gees as little kids, so it's kind of
I don't know.
The entity.
For me, I think for both of us it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's just a little different. For me, it's the first time I went in the studio, which was with Bill Gates, who actually named the group, who actually with the initials, and we did some demos for him. So for me, it's like that was the first real recording experience for us.
Yeah.
So it's 50 years to both of us in different sort of ways. Every year for us is just a little bit different. Every decade, you've got to remember we've seen a lot of music come and go. So it's very bizarre for us. You know, to even still be around is bizarre for us. And so many trends have come and gone. You know,
but we're here, folks.
We're still standing, folks.